My daughter, Ashley, turned out to be a basketball player. I was not a basketball player. Oh, I shot a few hoops in my day, but I never played in an officiated game of basketball in my life. So when Ashley got to be a sophomore in high school, she was on the varsity team, and her coach, somehow, wrote me into coaching his JV girls team. Now, I knew less about coaching than I did about basketball. But I'm a firm believer that in life, you just got to keep swinging at the pitches you're throwing. Not to mention the fact that I never let fear and common sense stop me from doing shit before. I figured, why start now? So that first year, the JV finishes up their season. My JV team, we're done. But the varsity goes into the playoffs. Now, as the JV coach, I'm the assistant on varsity. And they're a number 13 seed going into the playoffs. So that means we have to travel. We got to travel down to Bellows Falls, or as I now call it, Fellows Balls. Basically, we have to travel the length of the state to get our asses kicked, get our asses drilled by the number 2 seed, you know? Now, just by happy coincidence, I'm scheduled to get my own personal ass drilling the day after the game with my first ever colonoscopy. Now, I hope you all know what a colonoscopy is, because I ain't going to tell you. Turns out, that ain't the bad part. The bad part is the procedure you have to go through the day before, the day of the game, in order to cleanse the intestinal tract. Now, there's no way in hell I'm going to miss my first playoff game. And besides, I read on the jug of the stuff you have to drink there to cleanse it out, it said that it took 6 to 7 hours for it to be effective. Now, I thought it meant it took 6 or 7 hours for it to take effect. Because I swilled all that crud down and got on a busload of teenage girls headed for Fellows Balls. Well, a ways into the trip, I suddenly realized that I got this big brown dog just barking and scratching at the back door to go out. Now, somehow I kept things just clenched tight until we stopped at our first pit stop at McDonald's. And let me tell you, I ran for them bathrooms like a Kentucky show horse. Thank God there wasn't nobody else in that bathroom, because for like the next 20 minutes, the jaws of life couldn't have pried me off of that toilet seat. I mean, I think I'm flushing out stuff I ate in high school. And I staggered out of that bathroom, and I did one of the bravest or stupidest things I've ever done. I got back on the bus. Turned out to be the stupidest. I mean, like, if stupid could fly, I'd be a freaking jet, you know? Because I wasn't far down the road where I'm touching cloth. Now, you know, I'm not normally a very religious individual, but you know how when you get desperate, you start praying for shit to happen? Well, this was just the opposite. You know, I kind of felt like a cake of dynamite with a wet fuse. You know it's going to blow, but you just don't know when. To this day, I don't know how the hell I made it all the way down to Fellows Balls. I chalk it up to just sheer willpower and apparently an exceptionally strong finkster. I was able to see parts of the game in between contractions. Thankfully, I was able to catch a ride home in a private vehicle. The spasm had subsided somewhat by then. And I went on to coach 2 more years of JV girls basketball. And my record for those 3 years, 60 games, was 49 wins, 11 losses. And just like my bus ride to Fellows Balls, I believe most of it was just shit luck.